Now let's create the files which are actually processing our requests. So new folder called mod. Instead of the mod folder, we're going to create a file called rate.php and the file called reset.php. We start with the rate. Inside of the rate file, we start with the opening PHP tag, and the first thing we check is if isn't empty. Get type, we're using get because we've used get JSON method, and isn't empty, and we're looking for get item. So if we found all of them, then we're good. Otherwise, we're going to echo JSON and code, and it's going to be array with the error equals true, and let's put the case so that we know where the problem comes from. Case 1, then obviously semicolon after this. Now, if we get all these values, then let's create the variables and assign the values to them. So rate equals get type equals up, then it's question mark, it will equal 1, otherwise it equals 0. Then we have item equals get item, and now we use try and catch statement basically, and inside of the catch we simply use the exception, and we go for echo JSON encode array error equals true, and the case will be 2 in this specific case. We're not going to be echoing any problems or anything, we just basically indicate that there was an error. Okay, now require once, and we're looking for this time we have to go up one level, so /classes /rate.php. Now obviously this includes if you are using Windows, then make sure that obviously the paths are the other way around, because obviously paths on the directory separator on Windows is / rather than /. Then object rate equals new rate, and now we're checking if this specific user has already submitted the rating or not. So if exclamation mark object rate is submitted, and we pass in the item because we're taking the IP address here, obviously, so we don't have to pass the ID of the user at all. Then else we echo JSON encode, and I'm just going to copy one of these because we're checking if it isn't, obviously, by using this exclamation mark. If it hasn't been submitted, that's all good, and we're going to proceed. Otherwise, display error 3, obviously here case. Now we go if it isn't submitted, then if object rate add rating, and we pass 2 parameters here, item and rate. So if it has been successfully added, then that's good. Else, again, we're going to echo error. This time it's going to be case 4. And if it's all good, we echo error false, and obviously we don't need any case for this successful message here. So that's all done. We can now save our rate.php, and next video we're going to complete our series, our tutorial with the reset.php file.